Joe Rogan Daily.
Hopefully they do this
It's fun.
This peace in the Middle East, hopefully. They keep talking about all this, these deals they're all making. Hopefully that the Hamas and the Israel, whatever it is, they get, because...
Well, that's one thing that Trump said. If I get in there, 24 hours, the war's over.
That's a tough one. 24 is tough.
That's obviously.
But hopefully they figure it out because it is, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
The human toll is unreal.
Unreal.
And, it's crazy.
Some lady just died. She was the protagonist in some documentary, and she just got blown up.
There is an argument to be made that level of devastation and death is worse than you talking to someone on your podcast.
Allegedly.
There is an argument to be made. It's probably not a good one.
The amount
but
of
there
damage
is an
you
argument.
can do with just talking.
There is an argument to be made that, starvation and stuff like that and people dying is worse than a podcast.
But wait a minute.
I wouldn't
Wait
make
a minute
it.
before you say that. Have you been there?
Right, that's a good point.
You haven't been?
By the way, how is he in all these wars? Can I just go to wars? By the way, how are you allowed to just go to wars? Is that the way
you should at least
can you just
have the
go to
courtesy of going there.
Can I just go to wars, or do I have to come back and say what people want me to say about the wars? Can I go to the wars and have my own opinions, or do I have to have the opinions?
Not if you want to go back.
That's right. It's very interesting, this war tourism. How do I get on this war tourism?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the Ukraine. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go to all this war tourism.
Do you have any awards that they can melt down and make bullets out of?
Joe, think about this. Do I seem like a guy that has a lot of awards?
Didn't you get one of those YouTube plaques when you hit 100,000?
I don't even know where they send it. I don't know where they're sending those YouTube plaques.
We've got a few of those.
But I like this idea of war tourism. I like the idea of going to a war and then coming back having a very black and white view.
Yes, I've been there.
I get it, and I know, and interesting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that.
You feel better than the other people.
Well, of course, there's a lot of people. It gets very murky. Most people I know that have been to war have a very murky, complex view of things. But it is good to go to a war and then come back and be as sure as you were before you came.
And you don't have to go for very long.
No, you go for an hour.
Couple hours.
It's a lunch.
Yeah.
It's lunch on the front line.
Put on a flak jacket that says press.
Tea on the front lines, and then you come back and you have all the talking. Yeah.
And if you're on the right side, you probably don't get shot.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, there doesn't seem to be a ton of danger for a lot of these people going to these wars. They seem fine.
If you cross that line and you have a bucket of food with you, they might light you up.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go. I'll go to any war and anything you want. So if you want to pay for me to go to a war, I will come back and I go, I saw the Houthis. They're terrifying. They are terrifying. Any war you want. And by the way, any country, if China wants me to, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Moscow?
I would love to go to Moscow. And I said to my friend, Anna Hoshkin from the Red Scare podcast, I said, should I go to Russia? She goes, you're spiritually Russian, and the maybe you won't leave. She says the oligarch lifestyle might be for you.
I can see
the
you eating caviar with flip
smoked
flops,
fish. She goes, it might smoking a cigarette on a yacht. She goes, it might be for you. Listening to people's moral justifications for all kinds of things. Going, well.
I see your point. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What happened to all those yachts that got confiscated?
I don't know. It's
Who
a great
gets
question.
those?
I bet it's some high level version of like a police auto auction, right?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly. Like if
maybe
the cops,
those are the ones you sail to the war. I don't know.
Yeah. When they raid drug dealers' houses and they get those Maseratis, you could buy that Maserati online.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what those yachts are. It's a great question. What happens to those yachts?
Yeah,
those
because
very luxurious. That was the first problem I had. Obviously, it's a tragedy, the whole Ukraine war. But I thought, frankly, going around and taking these oligarchs' boats, I was against that.